So welcome to Gentle Somatic Yoga. My name is James Knight, and we're going to start this class in Shavasana, everybody's favorite pose. So if you're comfortable, please bring your legs all the way flat on the floor. Unless you have pressure in your lower back, then you can keep your knees bent. One of the things that I really encourage in Gentle Somatic Yoga is self-reference. So Shavasana becomes really important because you're learning to reference from within, first person. So in this moment, scan your body and notice how you feel. And try to be systematic about it. For example, you might want to start with your right foot. And it's like laser beam focus. Feel your right big toe, feel the next toe, and all the way until all 5 toes become coated with your awareness. And then feel the heel, the arch, the ankle, and just like you're pouring water in a glass, your awareness is going to fill up that right leg all the way to the hip, and then you can start with the left foot. So systematically, part by part, piece by piece, in this moment, notice all the register of sensation. Use your breath to soften and guide your awareness. And maybe we can all hold the intention together that as we focus on a particular part of our body, then as we go there, it highlights that part of our body, and the invitation is to relax and open so that the energy can flow through. The strongest, most vital body is when the energy is flowing without any roadblocks or log jams. So as you're breathing here in Shavasana at the beginning of class, just have the intention to open up all parts and pieces so that your inner light can flow without obstruction. Through this beginning Shavasana, we're also preparing the brain to learn. So when you're ready, please bend your knees with feet hip-width apart. We're going to do the short version of the cat stretch in Hana Somatic Education. This is one of the basic 4 movements that I give all my clients, because it's really nice to balance front and back, side to side. So with the feet on the floor, hip-width apart, interlace your fingers behind your head. If your arms and shoulders can move like this, if only one hand can go up, that's fine. If both arms are uncomfortable, then you can leave the arm part of it out. But starting with the chin, just tilt the chin back and arch your neck, and as if you're looking behind you. At the same time, arch your lower back so the tip of the tailbone comes down into the floor, and there's space between your lower back and the floor. And now flatten your lower back and start extending the length of your neck and start lifting your chin towards your chest. Elbows come together towards the chest and your head is just resting in your hands. If you'd like to use the breath, inhale, come down slowly. Start tipping the lumbar spine and the cervical spine so there's space like bridges. Eyes are closed, and then exhale, come up, chin to chest, elbows together, and really lengthen your lower spine on the floor. So the hips stay down the whole entire time. You're just swiveling. The pelvis is swiveling, creating movement. Also a pumping motion. So we're activating the Kundalini, awakening our chakras, so they're spinning together. So really feel in this first arch and flatten how the muscles are cooperating. So when you lift your chin, the elbows come together, the chest is engaged, the belly is engaged, and as you come back, then the back body engages. When the head touches the floor, the elbows touch and look back. Never pushing past your limit, just come to the place where you can feel the muscles engaging and then release. This is a great way to warm up for any of the somatic movement flows. In fact, I always encourage my clients to bookend any movements I give them with these 4 movements that I'm teaching you right now. And then when you're ready, please come down back to neutral and roll onto your belly. We're going to start with the left ear on the floor and your right elbow's bent. And with the right palm facing down, slide that hand underneath your left face cheek. And when you're ready, keep your hand connected to your face. Lift your right elbow, your wrist, your head, and your left leg towards the ceiling. I call this the X part of the sequence. And you'll see what I mean in just a little bit. So you're lifting and then coming down, and when your head touches the floor and your leg touches the floor, let it all go. So again, the right hand's connected to the back of the face, and you're lifting the face, the elbow, the right shoulder, and the left leg at the same time. And slowly come down. As best you can, try to relax the left arm and let it be flat on the floor. So is everybody looking at their right elbow? Mm-hmm. I see a few of you. Ah, there you go. There you go. That's it. That's right. That's it. Keeping the left shoulder down. Feel how the gluteal muscles engage. Feel how the lower back engages. Feel how the neck contracts and releases. Beautiful. And then come back down slowly and reverse. Bring the right ear to the floor. Look at the left elbow. Bring your right arm by your side. And when you're ready, lift the left elbow and the right heel. And now this is the other part of the X. At least from my perspective, when I'm teaching and I'm looking down on you, I'm imagining a line being drawn from your elbow to your opposite heel. So feel the connection of the upper and lower body. Sometimes you can add a little bit of a twist when you're lifting, and you can engage a different part of your back muscle. It doesn't have to be a big movement, it can be a small movement. Nice, you guys. Awesome. We're fleshing out all the muscles in our back body, and a lot of this holds a lot of tension in our hip. Some people have sciatica. This is great for sciatica, to reverse sciatica, because we're squeezing and releasing and repatterning the muscles of the hamstring and the calf and the gluteal muscle. The SI joint engages and releases. And when you're finished, please roll over onto your left side. With your knees bent at right angles from your hips. This is the third part of the 4 exercises in the cat stretch. So the knees are perpendicular to your hips. Your ankles are perpendicular to your knees. And your right arm cradles your head. So pick up your right arm and bring it up and over your head to touch your left ear. So you're cradling your head with your arm, with your right arm. Now keep the knees bent, and then come up into a side sit-up by lifting the right ankle towards the ceiling and the left elbow pointed towards the hip. And slowly come down. I'll repeat it again. Let's break it down actually. Keep your knees together and just lift your top ankle towards the ceiling. The right ankle lifts, but the knees stay together. And then bring that right ankle back down to meet your left. And then relax the legs and just focus on the upper body. Cradling your head, let's lift, leading with the right elbow towards the right hip. So it's like a side sit-up. And slowly come back down with the head. And let's add upper and lower body at the same time. So keeping the knees together, just lift the top ankle and bring the right elbow towards the right hip. What's nice about these 4 movements is that we're addressing almost every single major muscle in the body. So in this movement, you can feel your side body, the lats, the obliques, the intercostals. And also, notice what's happening in the hip. Some of us have very tight hips, especially those of us that work a lot at the desk. So just feel that rotation as you lift your ankle. And let's switch sides. Good job. So just imagine you're sideline or sitting like in a chair sideways, and when you're ready, keep the knees together. The reason why the arm is cradled over the head is to support the weight of your head so that your neck muscles aren't straining. Some of us tend to have very tight neck muscles, so let the weight of your head rest in your hand as you come into the side sit-up. It's nice and slow and smooth. And when your head comes back down to the floor, see if you can pause and release your muscles. The intention is to repattern the muscles so your brain is witnessing as you consciously choose to contract and release. Nice, Joanne. Good modifications. Nice to hear your breath, too. When you feel finished, then please lie on your back for the last part of this sequence. Knees are bent, feet are hip width apart on the floor. If you can, bring your right hand behind your head, and if you can't, then modify as best you can. So I know some of you are working with your shoulders and your wrists, so let me guide you through this. It's very much like the first arch and flatten. So first, tip your lower back so that there's space between your lower back and the floor. And if you can, look over your right elbow and press your right elbow into the ground. And now flatten your lower back and come up into a sit-up with a twist. So bring your right elbow toward your left knee. You can pick your left knee up off the floor so that your elbow and knee touches. And then bring that left foot back down as your back rolls on the floor. Arch your lower back, look over at the right elbow. And in this movement, we're engaging our transverse muscles. These are the muscles used in twisting. So it's really important that we address these muscles because think of the activities that we do in our everyday life. We're putting groceries in and out of the cart, into the car, picking up kids, sometimes infants. I mean, anytime we're picking anything up off the ground, we're pretty much using our transverse muscles and our abdominal muscles. Also, I was working with a professional golfer recently, and golfers use the same muscles over and over again to a swing. So anytime we twist, we're repatterning those muscles right now. So visualize and feel that with the eyes closed. And when you feel finished with this side, then let's go to the other side. And if you want to, you can reach past your knee on the inside or the outside just to keep it fresh. You always want the brain to be alert and learn something new. Every time you do these movements, try to change it up just a little bit. We're breaking old habits and old patterns, and that's why the brain needs to learn something new. So engage the core muscles and twist. And release. Remember to bring that left elbow down and look towards the left elbow as you tip your lower back. Exhale on the way up and inhale on the way down. And when you feel finished, bring your legs down. You can bring your shoulder blades underneath you, palms facing up, and let the ankles flop. Relax the jaw muscles. And notice how you feel. There's a lot of instructions in general somatic yoga, and I really appreciate your focus Now you can see the benefits after those 4 movements. I hope you can feel the difference in how your body is before and after the movement. So use your breath, become witness consciousness. Feel the space you just created from the inside out. Just really enjoying being in the moment, peaceful, soft, open, receptive. When you're ready, please open your eyes and roll off to the right side and back to seated.